Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this video, we will see the concept of partial fractions along with some examples and how to resolve into partial fractions. So let us go to the video. Thank you. Friends, before enter into the partial fraction concept, I would like to remind you a thing that is degree of a polynomial. So I think everybody know about it, degree of a polynomial. What is degree of a polynomial? Then another question will arise. What is a polynomial? So a polynomial basically in the form of a naught into x power n. So from our childhood we are practicing this one, a1 x power n minus 1 plus a2 x power n minus 2 plus and so on a naught. What does it mean? So a naught, a1, a2 and so on an. These values might be any real numbers or complex numbers, whatever. Okay. Then for example, if I write some 2x power 4, then if it is 4, then 4 minus 1 3, that is something 3x cube plus x square minus x plus 5 something. Okay, this is a polynomial. Here it is a polynomial of degree n. What do you mean by degree? The highest power of x, whatever it is there, that is called degree. In the same way, here in this polynomial, what is the highest power of x? What is highest power of x? That is 4. So this is called degree of the polynomial. So what is the degree of this polynomial? 4. Okay. Now under polynomials, in the general concepts we have, that is linear polynomial. First thing is linear polynomial. What do you mean by linear polynomial? Nothing, just if degree is equal to 1. If degree is equal to 1, that is called linear polynomial. Examples of linear polynomial, I can write something x plus a, because x power 1 is there. Nothing is there means 1. So which means what? Degree is 1. So it is a linear form. So another example, minus x plus 5 is a linear polynomial. 2x plus 3, this is a linear polynomial, like this. Okay, linear factors you may call it as. Okay, next thing is quadratic polynomial. What do you mean by quadratic? Quadratic polynomial is nothing but if the degree is 2, degree is equal to 2, then that is called quadratic. The general form of a quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c. Here x power is 2, that's why this is called quadratic polynomial. In the same way, if the degree is 3, for example 3x cube plus 4x square minus x plus 5. So here the degree is 3. So this is called cubic polynomial. Cubic polynomial. Okay. In the same way, if fourth degree is 4, that is fourth degree polynomial. The same way, if the degree of n, that is called nth degree polynomial. So degree means highest power of x in that given polynomial. So I hope we understand the concept of degree of a polynomial. Let us go to the definition of rational fraction. So once you see this definition, friends, let f of x, g of x, f of x, g of x be any two polynomials, then f of x by g of x is called rational fraction. So f of x is a polynomial, g of x is another polynomial. Then if you write in the form of f of x by g of x, that is called rational fraction. For example, if suppose f of x is equal to 2x plus 5, g of x is equal to something x square plus 6. So that is, if I write 2x plus 5 by x square plus 6, it is a rational fraction. Rational fraction. So this is called a rational fraction. So not only like this. If I write x cube plus 3x plus 6 divided by x plus 1 into something x plus 2. This is also called rational fraction only, because this is a polynomial, this is a polynomial. Divide form, if you write, that is called a rational fraction. So a rational fraction is of two types. Rational fraction is of two types. One is proper fraction, proper fraction. Another one is improper fraction, improper fraction. Then when a rational fraction becomes proper fraction, when it becomes an improper fraction. So see this condition. A rational fraction is a proper fraction if degree of f of x is less than degree of g of x. If degree of f of x is greater than or equal to degree of g of x, then it is called improper fraction. So let us see some examples. So example 1. If I write 2x plus 1 by x square plus 5, then here, what is degree of f of x? Degree of f of x, that is the highest power of x. What is the highest power of x in this term? This is a linear term actually. Power 1, which means degree of f of x is 1. And what about degree of g of x? See the denominator. So highest power of x is 2. That means degree of g of x is 2. Clearly, degree of f of x is less than degree of g of x. Correct? 1 is less than 2. So it is proper fraction. It is a proper fraction because this is satisfying this condition. I'll write one more example. Second example. Example 2. 2x square plus 5 divided by x plus 1 into x plus 2. If I write like this, what is the degree of f of x here? This is f of x, this is g of x, correct? Degree of f of x is equal to how much here? Again, 2x square is there. That means square 2. This is the degree of f of x. That is degree of f of x is equal to 2. Then what about degree of g of x? Degree of g of x, here x plus 1 into x plus 2 is there. If you multiply these two, what the terms you will get? X into x is x square, x into x is x square. Remaining terms whatever it may be, the highest power of x is what? 2. That's why the degree of g of x is 2 here, correct? So if you multiply, Nana, what you will get? Actually here x square, x into 2, 2x plus x, 3x plus 2. So the highest power of x is 2. That's why degree of g of x is also 2. Now it is a proper fraction or improper fraction? If see, degree of f of x greater than or equal to, so it is an improper fraction. Improper fraction. Now let us see another example. Suppose if I write x cube divided by x minus 1 into x minus 2, if I write, what is degree of f of x here? Degree of f of x is 3 because x cube is there. That means power 3. That is highest power is 3 only. So degree of f of x is 3. Suppose if I multiply denominator x into x, I will get x square, then minus 2x minus x minus 3x plus 2, correct? So the highest power of x is what? 2. So degree of g of x is equal to 2, which means clearly here 3 is greater than 2. So greater than symbol, degree of f of x is greater than g of x means it is an improper fraction. It is an improper fraction. So finally friends, what do you mean by a proper fraction? If degree of f of x is less than degree of g of x, it is called proper fraction. If it is greater than or equal to g of x, then it is improper fraction. So please be careful of the difference between these two. So to understand the definition of partial fractions, we will see one example. Suppose if I write 1 by x plus 1 plus 1 by x minus 1. So what is the LCM here? X plus 1 into x minus 1, correct? So x minus 1 plus x plus 1. We are getting 1 cancel, 2x by x square. Here it is a plus b into a minus b, no? So this is x square minus 1, correct? Now the question is, they will ask you, see now, so can I write clearly 2x by x square minus 1 is equal to 1 by x plus 1, 1 by x minus 1, right? So I can write 2x by x square minus 1 as 1 by x plus 1 plus 1 by x minus 1. Now see the definition. A rational fraction is the sum of two or more proper fractions. So clearly 2x by x square minus 1, is it a rational fraction or not? It is a rational fraction because f of x by g of x form, f of x by g of x form, okay, is the sum of two or more proper fractions. Clearly it is nothing but sum of 1 by x plus 1 plus 1 by x minus 1. These two are proper fractions or not? Clearly it is a proper fraction because degree of f of x, that means this degree is 0, this degree is 1, here also degree is 0, degree is 1. So a sum of is the sum of two or more proper fractions, then each of the proper fractions, that means this is one proper fraction, this is one proper fraction, each of them, this and this, both are called partial fractions. Partial fractions of the given rational fraction. So this is one partial fraction, this is one partial fraction of which one? The further given rational fraction. So this is about the concept of partial fractions. Mainly in this chapter they will give you one rational fraction and they will ask you to convert into two or more rational proper fractions, which are called partial fractions. Partial fractions. Next definition is irreducible polynomial. What do you mean by irreducible? Name itself saying irreducible. That means it cannot be reducible. It cannot be reducible. But reducible to what? Reducible to linear polynomial. For example, if I write x square minus 4, so can we factorize or reduce further more into linear factors? Clearly we can, because this is nothing but x plus 2 into x minus 2. So we have reduced this polynomial into two linear factors. So that's why this is called reducible. So this is called what? Reducible polynomial. Then what about irreducible? Suppose if I write simply x square plus 4, can we reduce it to furthermore? We cannot. For real factors we cannot reduce into furthermore. So we cannot reduce into linears, into linear factors, linear factors. So this is called irreducible. This is called what? Irreducible. This is called irreducible. Now x square minus 5x plus 6, can we factorize this? Yes, surely. So this is I'm directly writing if I factorize as x minus 2 into x minus 3. Now see, x square minus 3x minus 5x plus 6. So it can be factorized into two factors. So this is called reducible. Then what about irreducible? X square plus x plus 1. X square plus x plus 1. So then question is, if we cannot read, we don't know whether we can we can factorize or not. Sometimes we may get confusion about factorizing. Then how to check? Whether it is irreducible or not? So if you, you may find factors, but sometimes we may not find factors exactly. So for that there is one point to discuss. That is, if ax square plus bx plus c is a irreducible polynomial, irreducible polynomial, then the condition is the discriminant b square minus 4ac must be less than 0. Check it out. Here compare with ax square plus bx plus c. A is equal to 1, b is equal to 1, c, correct? Ax square. A compare with this. A is 1, b is 1, c is 1. So clearly here b square minus 4ac, that is b square is 1 square, that is 1 minus 4 which is minus 3, clearly it is less than 0. That means we cannot reduce it. So simply blindly you can remember, any quadratic polynomial is irreducible means its discriminant less than 0. Just please remember this point. So this is about irreducible polynomials. So in the next video I will explain the different forms to reduce into partial fractions or to resolve into partial fractions. So please, thank you for watching this video, and please subscribe and like this video. Thank you.